Hey everyone, it's Chris coming to you from the Independence of the Seas by Royal Caribbean in our humble inside stateroom. Let's take a quick look. As you can see, not a whole lot going on out there. There's our lovely balcony view, which is just looking at yourself. And here's one of the kids' bunks. If you had two bunks, there'd be another one down here. So your kids are essentially hovering over you at night, as well as a small pull-out sofa that we have a ton of clothing on, and our modest bathroom. This isn't a good way to start the video. Let's try this again. Instead, let's start with the Madeira suite. Wait, we have to ring the doorbell. So whereas our inside stateroom could fit barely me, this one can fit just a few more friends and family. And a little bit more comfy bed area.
Look at all the sports space. So many aerobics in here. So many activities.
And the bathroom you can actually turn around in with a bidet and a full tub. And much nicer appointments. Instead of a mirror reflecting yourself inside your stateroom, how about an extensive balcony deck? The ocean today is one of the calmest we've seen ever, very much so. It's our day at sea, so we're kind of just circling around right now, but look, no white caps, no anything. It's just flat like a slow day at a lake. And we're barely moving, maybe half a knot. Champagne, yes please. Yes, the rooms and suites are nice, but we're here to look at the ship, so let's do a quick tour. The solarium is the adult-only area, except when you come into the solarium through these doors, where all the cabins are underneath, families have to walk through here, so it's not truly adult-only. You can definitely pass through with your family, so you may have some kids running through here throughout the day, but otherwise, pretty peaceful, especially in the evening. Here's the main pool at the solarium, the nice bridge over the adult pool. Some sculptures with the bar behind it. And one of the cooler features is these hot tubs that extend out over the water. And just past the solarium, coming out to the main pool deck. Nice big screen. The sound out here is actually great. When they play movies and stuff, you can hear it. When they have bands, everything sounds really great out here. There's a pool over here, pool on that side, and a few hot tubs sprinkled around the edges. And they play decent movies out there. The Batman is playing tonight. Your main pool bar right over here. And a few levels of deck chairs. These are actually for suite guests, so if you're in one of those suites, you can have your own little ledge out here by the pool with your own umbrella. If it's a little too crowded for you at the main pool, you can come up and sit on the secondary level right above it. There's also another bar. We're basically above the pool bar at the secondary bar called the Sky Lounge, where it's not too busy. You can get a drink pretty quick up here. Small annoyance complaint number one. This is the first cruise we've been on where you have to check out towels with your room key. And if you do not return them with your room key to get them checked back in, you're going to be charged $25. Although it's very lenient. That's one of those things where the annoyance to your regular guests who always return the towels and the self-return bins have to pay the price for those who maybe keep them. And I don't think it's worth marring your brand, Royal Caribbean, to make your normal guests have to check out and pay for potential towels that get left behind on the pool deck. I also like if you're going to have, I'll call them the radar balls, why not paint them like a golf ball like they do here? That's fun. On the opposite side of the big video screen, you'll find the kids' splash pad. It's actually very impressive and has giant water slides. It's closed right now. Usually that means they're doing a cleaning session on it. Kids will be kids, you know. And here's another look at the splash pad with a few hot tubs next to it as well. Next to the splash pad is the ever popular soft serve ice cream. You have to at least 4 a day. It's a cruise minimum. All right, maybe that's just for me, but I still stand by it. Another one of my small gripes on this main deck is there is this grill to the side, just past the splash pad, fish and chips, haha. But everything you get here, you have to pay for. This is the first cruise again we've been on where there is no like just burgers, hot dogs, you know, snacky foods right next to the pool deck. You have to go to the buffet to get them, and if you're getting anything out here, you have to pay for it. But they do have lobster rolls and a deep fried candy bar. Although I don't use it, even though I really should be using it. Let's take a quick look. This is one of the biggest workout areas with one of the better views, and the ceilings aren't 4 feet tall like all the other cruises we've been on. It's a really nice area. Plus a great yoga space as well. We're just off the back of the ship where one of the main features is the Flow Rider, which Jake actually rode earlier in our trip, and I'll put that in now. There he goes. Not recommended for larger dads, but very funny to see the dads out there wiping out and getting swept away. Also some very cool dueling water slides on the back of the ship. And popular with all the teens and kids is the basketball court. Really good size on this one and a lot of good activities out here. And of course you can't help but see the giant rock wall, which again, we've had the kids go up. Go ahead. They play dodgeball / elimination at night here for the teens. Jake's 11, but he played up. They allowed 12 to 17. So it was pretty fun seeing Jake out there as an 11-year-old versus some of these 17-year-old kids. Up to the top of the stairs, you see the sky pad, which is the big ball you see on the back of the ship, where you can get hooked up to bungees and do some jumping. They used to have a VR element to this, but COVID times, no more VR. Yeah. Don't send your kids up there without sneakers and socks. They need socks for the jump pad thing, and shoes generally for all activities. They won't let them wear Crocs or sandals. We found that out. Stairs that lead up to the Puzzle Breaker Center escape room experience, unfortunately shut down during these COVID times. We actually got a good tour of it on my last video at the Mariner of the Seas, so check that out. We're really bummed we couldn't do it on this ship. The elevators have been pretty good, despite the amount of people on this. You will be stuffed in there with others, but they're pretty responsive and just haven't been too bad. Especially towards the back of the ship, away from the dining areas. You'll find it much faster traveling on those elevators than the ones right above the dining area. That being said, the aesthetic of the ship is a little bit older, a little bit not quite dated, but just traditional cruise ship, I'll say. Bring me to another little nitpick. There's only one outlet in our inside stateroom, one outlet. Old cruise ships have just one outlet. All the new ones have a ton of USB plugs and everything. Got none of that. So the main dining room on the ship is very nice, and what's very unique about it is that it is 3 stories. 1, 2, 3, with a grand chandelier kind of bringing everything together. Wow, this is huge. Overall, dining experience here, the food actually really good. Definitely getting off the Princess ship. Our last one we were very disappointed. This one I'm very happy with. The pizza you can grab is great. Some of the sandwiches are good you can grab. And the official dining room had some good selections, especially carpaccio. I ate a ton of that. You guys see what I'm looking at right now. Because what I'm looking at is the Royal Promenade. Definitely the most impressive aspect of this ship is this inside promenade over the Rainbow Bridge and under the rainbow ceiling. It's like being in Fremont Street in Las Vegas. The promenade's gonna have all your shopping, cafe, and mostly pizza needs that you'll come across. My daughter Brooke's favorite shop is Sugar Beach, where you can get candy by the pound or a bunch of really weird stuffed ice cream sandwich cake animals. Stop looking at me like that, donut. If you don't want to settle for the soft serve on the top deck by the pool, they have a Ben & Jerry's ice cream shop for a small upcharge. And don't sleep on the cafe. People think it's just for upcharge coffees. While it is, You can also get inclusive complimentary sandwiches, snacks, and desserts that are the same as you get at the buffet down here. Take a look at what's in the case right now. So you have fresh fruits, slices of cantaloupe, watermelon, and a few sandwiches. Mortadella cheese, a Greek wrap, tuna and egg, tomato mozzarella, and parma and brie. There's usually a ham and cheese or turkey club in there as well. But the desserts are really probably what most people are getting in here. Chocolate bar, pineapple custard, blueberry streusel pie. That looks really good. And then a few kind of yogurt and jello dishes. There's a lot of shopping going on today as it's the last day at sea. I don't quite understand buying jewelry or handbags on your cruise, but go for it. Hey, slow down. This is the Royal Promenade. For the adults, there's Vintages, wine shop. You can get a few wine tasting tours in here, or just try anything out of the bottle that you would like. The Ale and Anchor is going to give you more of that pub feel. They'll sometimes have live music playing right over here. You can just kind of hang out in that pub atmosphere. You want to grab a slice? This is the place. Usually the line here is extensive, but right now, virtually nobody because it's getting close to the formal dinner time. So everyone's lining up down there, but normally you might find this line quite a few steps back that way. There's the Coca-Cola freestyle machines where if you buy the soda drink package, you'll get drinks. Otherwise, there's always lemonade or some kind of juice, unsweetened tea, and water for you available at pretty much every dining location. I just popped in the library. There's no one in here right now. So this entire cruise ship, about 4,000 people, and you have an empty library. You can use your internet access package here to get on the web. You can borrow a few books. I kind of wish they had more games because there's a very small selection of games. They're just a puzzle. But they do have these puzzle pages. So if you have a kid you need to entertain for a little bit, you can pop in the library and give them a puzzle page. Star Lounge is where you'll have a lot of your trivia and kind of family game nights, like Name That Tune, Finish the Lyrics, or Disney Trivia, which we had the other night. We totally didn't get any wrong. All right, we definitely got one wrong. We didn't know the 3 hyenas in Lion King. We knew Eddie. But who are the other 2? Did they ever say their names in the movie?
Not funny, Ed.
I'm headed around the corner here to see Izumi, Hibachi, and Sushi. This will be kind of that Kan-Ki style cooking in front of you. Hibachi and also sushi. After you donate all your money like I did to the casino behind us, you walk into the sports bar of the cruise ship. It's been the NHL finals as we were here, so they have it on all TVs, blasting over the comms here, and it's a great place to watch a game. So as well as 2 pool tables back here, you can also order wings at your table or other things like nachos, anything you get at American Sports Pub, you can get in here as well. Down on the 3rd floor, there's the art studio. And right behind me is Studio B, which is where you can get your pictures picked up, but more importantly, it's where you access the ice rink. So through these doors is where you would actually enter the ice rink. They have open skating a couple times throughout the day during the at least days at sea, and even laser tag for the kids, which was really cool.
4, 3, 2, 1, commence battle.
Go Brooke! The Windjammer is going to be your main and only buffet option on the ship. Don't forget when you enter to washi washi, happy happy. Washi washi, happy happy. As soon as you enter, you'll find the main bar right ahead, and to the right, which it's kind of interesting, Chops Grill, which is kind of the upgrade paid feature dining, is inside the buffet. I do actually like the tables in here. There's plenty of seating, plenty of views. It's pretty nice. Don't ever go to the first buffet line over here or the second. Go all the way in the back. That's where the good stuff is. There's always a meat carving stand and quite a few Indian options I found every night, which actually had been some of the best stuff I had. They had spicy butter chicken. It was amazing. Look at the desserts they have out here. And of course the usual water, lemonade, unsweet tea. Sometimes there'll be a fruit punch or some kind of other drink instead of lemonade, but that's pretty much it. You can also get coffees, teas. There's hot cocoa. Just a quick look. For example, this has quite a few, I think, Indian items on it, including some naan, some papadum, crunchy chips, rice, and other curry items. But if you want to go full American, get a hot dog burger, they got you. Just to give an idea of the crowds on the day at sea, if you want to get a beach chair or anything, which we're cutting through the smoking section right now, but if you want to get a beach chair or anything, you probably need to get out here, 4 a.m. It's pretty crazy in the early morning, early afternoon out here. It's starting to die down a bit since, again, it's near dinner time now, but it was really, really crazy earlier today. I don't go in the pool if there's more than like 5 people. That being said, this is a really good cruise to wear your suit on board and get in the pool right away. You'll be one of the only ones in here for quite some time at the initial onboarding. At the front of the ship at the very top, you'll find Independence Dunes Mini Golf. You have to get through this maze of wind barriers to get back there. Once you make it past those, there are these very nice day beds up here. There's probably 6 to 8 of them. And then these big white arches, which, watch what happens when you hit a button. It's some sort of water feature to cool you down. It's pretty cool. Like, wind blows it in a pattern, or it comes out in a pattern. I can't tell. It's swirling though. And here is the Independence Dunes mini golf course. It's actually pretty impressive. It's this nice soft material. It is very, very easy, of course, to hit it out of bounds because your ridge is only half an inch tall. Yeah, it's a really fun little mini golf course with some good obstacles and some cool decor. I think we'll call that a wrap from the Independence. The bar is calling my name down by the adult pool. Might go hang out there for a little while. But yeah, we really like this ship. Overall, B for this one. This was a huge family trip for us. We had almost 30 family and extended family members come with us. So that's crazy. I apologize to Royal Caribbean for having to deal with 30 versions of myself on this. Although I'm probably the worst, right? So yeah, it was a really fun time. We really like this ship. It's just the amount of people is a little crazy for us, especially because this was one of our first fully booked ships that we had. So there are a lot of people. We had a great day at Coco Cay. Okay time in Nassau. We like to just stay on the ship from now on in Nassau. But Coco Cay was great. Yeah, the food has been one of the better food runs we've had on a cruise ship, which is good. Service, pretty good. A few nitpicky things, like the towels, the outlet, one outlet in our room, and a few of just the dated versions they have of stuff here, but not too bad. Still a lot of fun. Thank you for coming along with us. Enjoy your quest. See you next time. You know, the kids are getting older when they didn't want to do the kids club on this one. Normally we don't see them because they're at the kids club. They like to have their freedom now on cruise ships and kind of wander and do their own thing. You got to trust them for that sometimes. Not all the time. Don't trust them all the time. How many people can you fit in a cruise ship room? Turns out quite a lot.